more as a My Lowe's Pro Rewards member is easier than ever with the Lowe's app. Download it today and earn 500 points the first time you log in. Plus, your digital wallet helps you scan, save, earn, and access what you need to manage it all in one place. Download the Lowe's app and take advantage of your Pro benefits today. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid 12/1/25 through 1/7/26. Offer valid for first login per organization only. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Additional restrictions apply. Visit Lowe's.com/terms for more details. Subject to change.
Progressive knows not all rides are smooth. Meet Sarah. She loves her motorcycle. What she doesn't love is when it suddenly rains. As she sits underneath a bridge waiting for it to stop, she grows quite fond of the graffiti on the overpass. She really likes the one with John Hart's Claire and wonders if they're still together. Not every ride is smooth, but Progressive has your back. Get an online quote in as little as 3 minutes and see if you can save with America's #1 motorcycle insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in D.C.
News now on 102.7 The Game.
Reporting for Cromwell Media News, I'm Rob Nichols. Kentucky State Police Post 2 still investigating a multi-vehicle collision that occurred on Friday, resulting in 2 deaths. First responders dispatched to the area of US 431 to the 15-mile marker at about 11:17 a.m. A vehicle driven by 78-year-old Billy Wilson of Dunmore was traveling north on 431. A semi-truck and trailer driven by 36-year-old Robert Hosmer of South Bend, Indiana, was driving southbound. A third vehicle driven by 68-year-old Maureen Cox of Greenville reportedly failed to stop the intersection at 431 at Cleaton Road. Cox's vehicle entered the path of the other 2 vehicles. Maureen Cox and passenger Virginia Grimes were pronounced dead at the scene by the Muhlenberg County coroner. A Hopkins County man is facing charges for allegedly attempting to drive through a barrier at the Christmas parade in Madisonville. Incident happened over the weekend. Douglas Blair allegedly tried to drive his truck around a barrier. Officers were able to stop Blair, at which time he was taken into custody on several charges, including operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol and wanton endangerment. Gas prices across Kentucky remain well below the national average. AAA says the average cost per gallon is currently $2.65 in the state. Meanwhile, the national average has come in at $2.95 per gallon. Find all the latest at OwensboroRadio.com, TellCityRadio.com, or HancockRadio.com. I'm Rob Nichols. Get ready to roll under the lights at Diamond Lane South at Owensboro, your hometown bowling hotspot since 1984. From open bowling to competitive leagues, we've got something for every age and skill level. Come on in for Quartermania Days on Wednesdays and Sundays, moonlight bowling on the weekends, arcade games at our full kitchen and bar. The fun never stops. Diamond Lane South, where community and strikes come together.
One of the largest selections of in-stock furniture in the Tri-State is at Crandall's in Owensboro. Take advantage of our new lower prices throughout the store. Plus, we have a huge selection of area rugs. Buy today and take home today. Crandall's Home Furnishings in Owensboro.
Future leaders begin at DePauw University. In the School of Business and Leadership, students gain the skills and confidence to make their mark and change the world. Step up, stand out, and lead with purpose. Learn more at depaw.edu.
And now, Western Kentucky weather on 102.7 The Game.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Jeff Lyons with your 14 first alert forecast. Overnight, cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and a low of 39. On Wednesday, early clouds and rain with a high of 46. Then cloudy Wednesday night with a low of 25. Thursday, partly sunny but colder with a high of 36 degrees. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jeff Lyons with your 14 first alert forecast.
From the Floor Concept Studios, ESPN Radio, all sports, all the time. Kentuckiana sports leader. 102.7. Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
Hello, sports fans, and welcome to
Live at 5.
It's Live at 5, and it's brought to you by Foreman Watson Holtree, FWHlegal.com. And now, your host for Live at 5, Stephen A. Turner.
What's up, and welcome to Live at 5, brought to you by Foreman Watson Holtree, dedicated to you, committed to justice. That's FWHlegal.com. Stephen A. Turner back in the friendly confines of the Owensboro Sports Center, joined by Coach Vic Evans.
Owensboro Sports Center?
What did I say? Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Man, you have to get me off the air.
Owensboro Sports
I'm just
Center.
going to go ahead and take the
Friendly
headset off.
confines of the Floor Concept Studios.
What am I doing? Where am I at?
I don't know.
Man,
I was like, are we in the right spot? Owensboro Sports Center.
I don't know, man. Yesterday was rough. I was going to issue a public apology for my energy level yesterday at Country Club, trying to figure out where we were yesterday.
I think it's where you were thinking. You were thinking about the Owensboro Country Club.
I don't know.
Who knows?
No, I was legitimately saying it's good to be back here in the Floor Concept Studios, not at the Sports Center. What am I doing? I have no idea where I'm at.
Talk show of the year, baby.
That's right.
Talk show of the year.
Well, I screwed up like 3 or 4 things on the coaches show last night. Like my brain is just elsewhere. I mean, it's just.
Well, that's what happens when you get like a new 3-year-old. You're having to like be,
No, it's my day job, man. Like I'm trying to do the work of 2 people, and my brain's still there.
And they're
right
paying
now.
you for 1.
No, they're not. They're not. They're taking really good care of me, actually, and it's thrown a wrench into my radio plans. But they're taking such good care of me, it's thrown a wrench into that. And whew, I tell you, it's
good to have leverage.
I mean, my brain, like I said, my brain is still there. My brain is on emails that I haven't answered yet, or calls that were coming in after 4 o'clock, even though I left the office at 3:30. So that's where I'm at. But I'm blessed to be here. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like I'm complaining to do a sports show. I kind of did that yesterday, and I was like, "You idiot! It's a blessing.
You ought to be
Quit
happy.
Complaining.
The Phillies got Schwarber by.
I'm happy. It's not that I'm unhappy. It's just that I'm exhausted.
Now, whenever he's like 39 and hitting 211 and striking out.
We can talk about that.
We
yeah.
are.
Download the Owensboro radio app. You can listen anywhere in the world. This clown show, 1027 The Game out there on social media. Text us throughout the show, 270-903-0389. And we are streaming today. We got a new streaming sponsor?
Not yet. Working on it.
Oh, okay.
Got to get finalized.
I know we discussed this off the air.
Got to get finalized.
The ink's not dry, but it's coming soon, though. It's coming soon.
I will tell you whose ink is dry. As once again, the true or false, Above All Roofing re-signs for 2026 to stay the Above All Roofing true or false.
Good news. Yeah.
So,
love it, man. Love the work they do and the partnership we have with them. And true or false is one of my favorite segments. Even though it always feels like we run out of time at the end.
Well, that's because there's
I
always
have like 30 questions and I get like 4 in, and it's like, all right, well, never mind. But no, man, big thanks to Above All Roofing for coming back on board. And don't forget that we're also iTunes, Spotify. If you like to subscribe, I know Coach Flowers, that's his go-to out there on the road.
It's quite a few. Quite a few.
Check it out. Yeah, check it out there.
I will
Leave
tell
us a
you,
nice review if you want to.
Funny story.
Or a bad one.
Funny story. And then Brad talked about this on Beyond the Bench last night. So, I guess it was maybe like a week ago, Spotify had sent out all the things like your top 5 podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
And,
see, Spotify does it. iTunes don't do the podcasts.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed in that. You got to catch up, iTunes.
Anyway, he called me and he was like, hey, did something happen with Spotify today? And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, well, like I'm getting all these texts and it has like all their top 5. I was like, yeah, Spotify, I guess on Spotify you now.
Like the rap or whatever.
The rap, like every so often end of the year. And he's like, I had to get 100 texts from people and all their Spotify stuff. And all of them had Live at 5 at 1 and Beyond the Bench at 2. And he's like, then I told him, I was like, what's up with this?
Were you disrespected?
No.
They're sending him that to disrespect him?
No. They're just saying I listen to it all the time. And then when he asked him about it, he always asked him about it. And they said, well, Live at 5 comes on daily and you guys is once in a week. And Brad sent him a text back and said, well, then listen 5 times.
That's right. Can't let those guys win anymore. No, I'm humbled at that, man. If we're number 1 on anything in any kind of list that you have, or even in the top 5, honestly, tag us in that.
Yeah,
at 1027 The Game. I'd love to see that.
Tag us.
When my brain's mashed
Send it
potatoes,
to the text machine, 270.
Like it has been the last 2 days, I'm wondering, like, is this even worth it today? I don't know. It will subject the listeners to this. But yeah, absolutely. Text it in, 270-903-0389, or tag us out there on social media.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Made me feel better. But no, in all seriousness, man, we got a good show. It's going to be a lot of high school basketball coming up today, as we'll get our Owensboro Health boys top 10 in. Going to talk a little bit about the girls basketball here in just a little bit. But, man, I know tomorrow a big show to kick off the thing is you got the Red Devils coming. DeMarcus Ganaway will be here. He's going to be bringing several players by. We told him to bring as many as he wants.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll put the whole team behind us here.
And, again, this is me reaching out to DeMarcus yesterday without talking to anyone. So I didn't mean to step on Dan's toes. The thing is, it's a state championship. I told Dave this, and he was like, man, it's a state championship. We can't talk about this enough. We'll talk about it every day if you want.
Yeah.
So we'll have the Devils in tomorrow. But then, of course, the debut of the Red Devil Rundown coming at you from Mr. B's on Thursday, man. It's going to be awesome. I know Dan, it's a passion project for him. He's poured his heart and soul into it. And no better way to kick off a debut episode of the Red Devil Rundown than with the state champs.
Well, I'll tell you what, too. That Thursday at the 6 to 7, Mr. B's, the trophy will be in the house. So if you want to come and get your picture taken with the trophy, they are bringing the state trophy. I remember doing this when we went, and this was before they became the Thunderbolts, but back when they were the Icemen there.
Oh, yeah, sure. Didn't you get in trouble?
Yeah, we got in trouble. Like we tried to handle because the Lightning, they were affiliated with the Tampa Bay Lightning. They had won the Stanley Cup, and we go to a game, and the Stanley Cup is there, and you can go take pictures. So it was a big line. We went while the first quarter was going on. Once the game started, because we figured the line, and it did, and we walked in there. And I mean, they'll take the picture, and you're standing right there by it. Did try to reach out and touch it and got my hand slapped down by the guard, in the white gloves. But
Stanley Cup serious business.
It is serious business. But, I mean, it's always cool. So the trophy will be in the house. And also, I want to talk about another debut. We're having a couple of them this week because tomorrow, of course, we'll have the Red Devils here. Tomorrow we'll get the debut of the Owensboro Calico coaches basketball show at Old Hickory.
Yeah.
Brian Basham will be doing the girls' side of it.
Hats off to Brian, too, by the way. Like, we were working out the logistics of this thing, and I was like, man, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if I can do a whole season of basketball every week. And he's like, well, I have a good experience, and I'm good friends with Michael. I'm afraid Michael's going to think I don't like him or something. He knows better now. We grew up together.
But it will be on K News,
Basham
6:37. Basham will have it.
He had a little experience
basketball.
It's a little experience in basketball broadcasting.
Yes.
You have to dust Basham off a little bit.
We are going to.
Season,
we are going to.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, no
Does
doubt
an
about
excellent
it.
job on WBIO.
And then,
award-winning,
yes,
by the way.
And then Friday we make that switch from football to basketball. Is Friday. I will be at Davis County for Owensboro Davis County for the More Automotive Game of the Week on WLME on Friday at 7.
Yeah, and in my inbox, I have a schedule for the Aces to
You
approve.
do?
I have not looked at it yet, and we're going to talk about the Aces in a little bit. Good game last night. Looking forward to seeing Coach Shadow and that group rolling it out. We'll do several Lady Aces games mixed in there as well, and we'll talk about them here in just a little bit too. But yeah, we're turning the page a little bit. And if you had any kind of producer at all, they'd be playing some Bob Seger in the background right now.
Who's Bob Seger?
But instead, you're stuck. Right, that's exactly right.
Hold on, didn't he sing like a rock though? Like what is it? The Chevy commercial? Was that not Bob Seger?
Yeah,
like a rock.
Yeah.
The Chevy commercial.
That's it. You got it, man.
That's the only way I know it's the Chevy commercial.
I'm pretty sure there's a Seeger album on the wall over here somewhere. I'm pretty sure there is.
I can look at that wall and
it.
couldn't tell you anybody that's on that wall.
Anyway, I have a attention span of a 3-year-old since I've been hanging out with one. But let's get back to the topics at hand. Yeah, man, energy level was a little low yesterday, especially on a state championship Monday. Apologies for that. Feel like I'm a little more energized today, even though I don't know if I'm going to be able to speak properly.
I do have to ask you one question, non-sports question, because you brought up the wall and I'm looking around.
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay that on the wall on the albums that we have over here, that we have the world's greatest serial killer and Garth Brooks up there? Because I mean, he's the most prolific serial killer of all time. Go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. That's crazy. I know you brought that up before. And for music, you think I would know. I'm about to check that out.
You have to check it out. Like
200. Did Matt Briggins tell you that?
Yeah, it's like 275 people have come up dead or missing in the cities that he's in while he's on tour.
You're talking about this on the air.
I know.
Garth, I love you. I'm standing inside the fire, outside the fire. I'm inside the fire with Vic.
Just go down there.
You get outside the fire.
Briggins talks about it all the time.
Man, rodeo. I mean, this dude had some jams. I don't know about serial killer, but he had some jams.
Maybe the greatest serial killer of all time.
I'll have to check it out. I mean, yeah. Anyway. Let's get back. Let's get back on topic. Man, the Drew Cooper coaches show last night. I was dreading it.
It was great.
Dreading it. Like I was dreading the show. Like Panthers haven't performed very well this season, and whatever you want to say about Coach Cooper, whatever.
No, they've lost 3 in a row.
They're not up to Kentucky Wesleyan standards. 100%.
100%.
That's where this conversation starts and ends, and anybody would tell you that. Even Coach Cooper, who will stand in front of the firing line any day of the week. But if you have questions about, this, that, or the other on that show, and I'm a fan.
He answers every one of them.
He will, and he answers it with such transparency that it's like it's kind of awesome. Like, it's like you have somebody who's just going to tell you how it is with the program and where it stands. And I actually feel quite a bit better about where the team is. And talking to him last night, he doesn't beat around the bush. I mean, there's a long way to go for this team, and we'll need the fans to be out against Ashland on Thursday, Tiffin on Saturday.
Maceo Williams coming to town.
I just had to highlight. I had to talk about that. And maybe you never listened before, maybe you're a Kentucky Western fan, you never listened. Check it out.
Well, it's already up at 102.7 The Game. Click the podcast page, go down to the coaches shows tabs, and it's right there.
I was like, I don't know how we're going to fill an hour. I mean, it was a bad weekend. It's been a 3-game road losing streak, and I thought it was refreshing, man. It was really good for a coach. It's not just coach speak when you talk to Coach Cooper. So I wanted to highlight that a little bit. Also,
and I thought Vitatoni was really good too. The new AD, I really like him. I think he's going to do a good job.
He's going to do a good job. There's no question about that. And so you can check that out on 1027thegame.com. Also, the text line lit up yesterday after the show with mostly his radio folks that were giving. It's like it was a Notre Dame Homer cry session yesterday, and there was no one here, including Caleb, who was not here to defend himself. When I said Caleb said this and Caleb said that, and I understand where Caleb's coming from. We got the Notre Dame cry session. Now, that's over. Yep. I mean, honestly, that's over and it's out of the way. But I mean, if you differ from that, here's what I was thinking about. I was like, man, I bet people that don't like Notre Dame really hated that. And then I'm like, but that's kind of what makes it awesome at the same time. Because anytime you don't like something and there's people talking about something you disagree with, you're in your car, you're driving, you're angry, and you're like, you're talking to the radio. And I'm like, I can imagine the anti-Notre Dame crowd out there.
There's a lot
screaming at the radio.
All you got to do is
you played nobody, man. You played 2 Power 5 teams all season, you beat 2 Power 5. The 2 best teams on your schedule, you lost 2. Here you are crying that you don't get in the postseason.
Hold on, you played 10
I'm not going
Power
down
4.
I'm not going down.
I'm just saying, you played 10 Power 4.
Power 4, yeah. But the schedule was terrible. Let's be clear. I mean,
and then in their defense, it's the ACC that gives them the games that they play. They don't get to pick and choose those. So people who out there like, they're out there picking these teams. No, the ACC makes that schedule. They have a contract to play 5 games.
The only beef.
The ACC makes it.
And we're closing it. The only beef is the rankings. Don't give me the rankings anymore. Don't show me the rankings till you unveil the playoff. Or maybe I just won't watch it or pay any attention to it or cover it.
Or just don't fake the rankings.
I know if Live at 5 don't cover it, the college football playoff is probably going to take a pretty big monetary hit. So that just let you know next year we're not covering it.
Can I just say one thing, though?
Just tell me when they roll it out.
Like today there was talk about, Sankey had a conversation with the AD at Notre Dame, and then all these people went on social media and be like, I cannot wait for Notre Dame if they want to join the SEC to be a bottom feeder. I mean, they did go 1-1. Hold on, they did go 1-1 against Texas A&M the last 2 years. They went to Arkansas, blew them out. Last year, they took on Georgia in New Orleans in the Sugar Bowl, and what they do? They beat them too.
Yeah.
I mean, now are they going to dominate the SEC? No, but they're going to be right there, it being one of the top teams in the SEC.
Don't just do that for Notre Dame. Let's do it for everybody that's not in the SEC. All of a sudden. And they would all be bottom feeders. I mean, outside of Ohio State.
Well, I mean,
I'm not sure that Ohio State's up. I mean, Ohio State's not taking 2 and 3 losses.
Listen, let's just be honest also, too. All right, the SEC is a great conference. But I could have told you teams that were going to probably make the playoffs based on their SEC schedule. It is so unbalanced inside the SEC. It's ridiculous, too.
Yeah. No, it is. Now, you got to, look at A&M's schedule. Look at Texas' schedule last year.
A&M this year, Ole Miss.
Look at Kentucky's schedule next year.
It's so unbalanced.
Yeah.
And that's the problem when you got these 17 and 18-team conferences. They're all unbalanced. It's dumb.
Yeah, no, I had a little bit of in at Monday Night Football. Eagles, the bottoms dropped out of the Eagles, and so
are they? Who's worse off? The Eagles? I'm talking about not in playoff position because this is an easy question. It's the Eagles, but which team's fall has surprised you more, the Eagles or the Chiefs?
Probably. Well, I don't know. They're both pretty surprising. I guess the Chiefs because they're outside of the playoffs.
Right.
I mean, Brad Payne hit it on the. I'll never forget. We were at Kendall Perkins Park this summer.
Yep, it's
and he
over.
flat out called it that it was over for the Chiefs, and I was like, as long as I got my.
Now he had the Chargers. It's the Broncos.
That's
are going to win that
fine.
division.
But
he
he's highlighted that they're out of the playoffs, and they are. I mean, so their fall has been a little more surprising because it's been a little worse. Now the Eagles aren't done. The Cowboys are only a game and a half left.
Yeah, but you look at the Eagles' schedule. I just don't see how the Cowboys pick up a game and a half.
There's some serious problems with the Eagles.
But they play Washington twice.
Yeah, no, you're right. No, I believe they find a way to finish it, but I don't know, man. It feels like they're in a little bit of a free fall.
What are there, 4 games left?
Yeah.
I mean, Dallas would have to go 4-0, and the Eagles have to go 2-2. I just don't find
possible.
I just don't see 2 losses in that thing. I mean,
I don't know if the Cowboys can go 4-0.
And I don't either.
That's. I mean, if they can go 4-0, you're going to put pressure on.
But I don't think the Cowboys could go 4-0.
And they've already played the Eagles twice, so you don't have that big game.
It'd be different if they had them on the schedule. If they had them on the schedule, so you only had to have them lose one. You only needed help from one other person.
Right.
And then if you don't have that stupid tie.
I agree. So we'll turn the page there and maybe circle back. I had a whole thing about quarterbacks in the NFL regressing across the board. I mean, there's several of them that have seriously regressed this season. But we won't get to that because I want to make sure we highlight basketball.
You get Phillip Rivers coming back.
Oh.
Welcome. Hey,
Phillip just celebrated the birth of his 11th child, so he had to pay some bills.
If he plays a game, do you have to take him off the Hall of Fame list voting? Because
I guess you do. I don't know what the rules are. I would think he's back, so take him off.
Yeah, 5 years.
I'm here for it, though.
Oh, let him play.
Riley Leonard, Phillip Rivers. Let's get Phillip Rivers in the mix.
Hold on. He's better than I know Richardson's hurt, but he's better than Richardson right now.
Yeah.
Coming out, whatever.
Yeah. No, let's see what happens. I don't know. I'll tell you what this is going to do, though. We got to move, man. If he comes in and balls or something,
Tom Brady will come back.
It's going to be terrible for the league because you're going to have these quarterbacks that will just come mid-season. They don't want to, put any work in. They just want to show up and play games. And I think if he has success, I think that might be a trend that starts up. I want to get to girls basketball. We're going to get the boys Owensboro Health top 10, and maybe if we have time at the end, we'll circle back to the quarterback conversation. But top 10 coming next week for the girls. We're going to alternate these on Tuesdays, top 10 Tuesdays for Owensboro Health. Wanted to start it with the champs, man. Davis County, they knock off Muhlenberg last night, 61-39. Kennedy Lane, 22 points. Hayden had 21 for the Lady Panthers. Wilkins also 21 in a losing effort for Muhlenberg. Davis County 2-0. Muhlenberg 2-2, and they'll host Owensboro on Friday. Should be a
Davis County will, that'll be a good
way to start the season.
It'll
for
be
the
a good
Panthers.
test.
Yeah,
it'll also be a great test to see
where Owensboro's at.
Yeah, because I think they're one. I think of any girls team that I'm not sure where they are. Owensboro's one of those.
Yeah, a lot of unknowns there and how they're going to perform. New coach, and so we'll see how that goes. How about the McLean County Lady Cougars? 71-33 over.
They're the
Todd.
Golden State Warriors of the third region. They can just go out there and score.
This team is a dark horse to win the whole thing. I'm telling you right now.
I would say this.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not super impressed with anybody at the top.
I think it's open, but I think the one, if they had a real post presence, to me would give them, I'd maybe have them as the favorite to win the region.
They got scores.
They do have scores, but
Miller 25, 7 threes in the game. Larkin a double-double at 20 and 10. Floyd had 18. Level in every the stat sheet. I mean, they're 3-0. And I know Todd's not great, and they haven't played like a super tough schedule, but at the end of the day, they got young ladies that can score, several of them.
Yes.
A lot of these teams have one or two. Mm-hmm. And I feel like they've got about 3 or 4 ladies that can go out and lead them in scoring any given night, and they're really well coached.
I have them. I think I had them 4th on my preseason list.
I have 3 in the K105 rankings.
There you go.
I'm involved in every ranking around the area outside of KSR. But let's move it to Catholic. They're 2-2. They play some crazy competition, and they'll continue that. Coach Robertson, glutton for punishment. They're at Sacred Heart tonight.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, it's tough.
What has it been like?
But that's what makes this team really good come tournament time is they play the best of the best. And when you do that, you really sharpen yourself. And don't expect they'll beat Sacred Heart, but let's look for some competition tonight up there on the road. Breckenridge County is a team that jumps out a little bit to me early. A 1-2 and a bad loss to Crittenden. I mean, I know it's early. I say bad loss. But, I mean, for where I thought this team would be and where they are, it's a little bit of a surprise. They're at Meade on Friday, who's played really well.
Meade's played above what I thought they would play.
That's an interesting game. Anytime it's a Breck-Meade situation, it can get real physical. It's at Meade, so it should be a very interesting game there for the Lady Tigers. I mean, any concern for Breck so far?
Oh, I think you'd have to be at least a little concerned. I mean, that one loss was the Sacred Heart.
Oh, no loss. No concern there. No.
Yeah.
It's really 1-1 is where they're at.
Yeah, it goes back to the same thing. In the loss against Crittenden, they shoot 38%, from the field. They do shoot 35% from the free throw or from the 3-point line, and you only shoot 66% from the free throw line. And so, to me, it's always about that. Like, I've never worried about their defense and the rebounding and how they're going to play.
Yeah.
it goes down
but you lose Huffines, too.
You do.
She's a little bit of a rim protector, so if you got in the paint against her, you saw a lot of altered shots.
Yeah.
And they're going to miss her a little bit.
Yeah, you had Meacham and Greenwell led them with, 8 rebounds and 7 rebounds. But to me, it just goes back to, this team. It's not the deepest team in the world. They're only going to play a few girls. Can you knock down shots? And I think I was looking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they played 7 young ladies and one of them was an 8th grader. So you're basically going with a 6-lady rotation.
Yeah.
But can they hit shots in the big moments? That's my question.
No, and there's no reason why I said bad loss, because this is not one I'm accustomed to Breck losing. Normally, this is a team that just comes out gunning throughout the season.
Well, last year maybe they peaked too early.
Right, I know.
Last year they were playing so well, they kind of peaked early.
He's got it under control.
Oh, yeah.
We're just looking for something to talk about, if I'm being honest. Edmonson County, 2-0 to start the year. Carrie Ann Williams, 2 triple-doubles on the season. She's averaging 22 and 18. Man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's going to change.
That's probably going to stay there.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't.
How about Addison Spainhauer though? 21 points. You talk about Carrie Ann Williams and Souders. Those two. And who's going to go along with them? Well, how about Spainhauer? 21 points, led the way in win number 2 on the season. Edmonson's 2-0.
And listen, for that team to take the next step, which the next step would be to make a run in the regional tournament. That's what's going to have to happen.
I agree. Grayson County's 2-0, a pair of wins over Hancock and Meade in the 3rd region there.
But that Meade Grayson County game was very competitive.
It was. No, Meade's showed really well out of the gate, but what you got is Bree Jones, superstar, 22 points, and she's getting some help.
I'll say this.
Coach McClintock doing a great job, and they're at Ohio County tonight.
I would not be totally shocked to see Bree Jones end up winning the ESPN Owensboro Player of the Year.
She's in the conversation. There's no doubt. That thing's open. It's going to be a dogfight. For that award. Last thing in the 3rd region I wanted to hit on before we move on to boys basketball is the Lady Raiders. It went 4-0, won the KCAC girls tournament this past weekend, 4-1 on the season now. And you got Presley and Raylan Meserve, man, 14 points per game. I think Presley's at 15, Raylan's at 14 points per game. So leading the way. They got a young group.
They do have a young group. It's a young group that's playing a lot of basketball together, and a lot of varsity basketball. Yeah. Listen, if people think they're just going to roll over down there into 12, and I know you've got Edmondson down there, you've got Grayson down there, and, of course, Butler, 3 teams that have kind of competed. Just don't be surprised by the end of the year if the Trinity Raiders are right there in the thick of those things.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. They'll be fighting there in the tough 12th district. Wanted to highlight Shelter Santa before we get the break. We still have some kids that need to be adopted here.
We do. And listen, we have the wish list for all the kids that are in the shelters, that live in the shelters here in the Owensboro-Davis County area. And let's bring a little Christmas magic to those kids, because every kid deserves to wake up Christmas morning and find Christmas under the tree. You can contact Kristen here at the studio, or you can come by 1115 Tamarack Road. And even if you don't want to shop, I just don't want to, hey, she'll do the shopping for you. And she's been back here wrapping gifts, putting them in all the bags, getting all the things ready to go. We still got around 20 kids to get adopted in these shelters. And let's just make sure that every kid wakes up Christmas morning with a present under the tree from Santa. That's all we ask.
Absolutely, man. That's one of the best things we do all year long here at Cromwell. Shelter Santa. Be sure and check out 1115 Tamarack Road. Give us a call. Hit us on social media.
Anyway.
Easy to contact. We'll certainly make it happen for you. We'll pause it for Karen Gross, realtor with RE/MAX Professional Realty Group. Your dream is her mission. Give her a call at 270-315-9810 or find her at KarenGross.net. It's live at 5, 1027 The Game.
When lives are changed due to injuries or death resulting from an auto collision, aggressive legal representation is critical to obtain compensation. Foreman Watson Holtry has a proven track record of successfully resolving motor vehicle collision cases throughout our region and beyond. Foreman Watson Holtry, dedicated to you, committed to justice. FWHlegal.com.
How do winners win shopping for a new vehicle?
The Red Tag event at Dawn Moore on 54. They'll be winning, picking, and grinning.
All in one place. New Chevy Trax, $23,495 or $299 a month.
And with non-commissioned product specialists.
There's no fiddling around. New Silverado Crew Cab, $39,990 or $499 a month. DonMooreChevy.com. Scan the code.
Buying a new home or need a loan, we've got you covered with competitive rates and personalized service. Join the community that cares about your financial well-being. Visit Green River Area Federal Credit Union at one of our 3 locations in Henderson, Greenville, or Owensboro and experience the difference today. Your money, your future, your credit union. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
So Joseph also went up from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea, to Bethlehem, the town of David, because he belonged to the house and the lineage of David. He went there to register with Mary, who was pledged to be married to him and was expecting a child. While they were there, the time came for the baby to be born, and she gave birth to her firstborn, a son. She wrapped him in clothes, placed him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. Merry Christmas from Foreman Watson Holtry, FWHlegal.com.
Hi, this is Duke Brubaker from Champion Mazda in Owensboro. And as fall has arrived, so are the 2026 models. Brand new 2025s are ready for you to test drive and take home with outstanding incentives like 0.9% APR for 60 months on new 2025 Mazda CX-5 and CX-50 Turbo Premiums. New 2025 Mazda CX-30 starting at $26,860 and new 2025 Mazda CX-50 Preferred all-wheel drive hybrids that get 39 miles per gallon starting at $34,298. See all these deals at OwensboroMazda.com.
Southwire in Hallsville has been family-owned since 1950 and strives to be generationally sustainable for years to come. They are one of the leading manufacturers of wire and cable used in the transmission and distribution of electricity. Southwire delivers power to millions of people around the world. Their mission to be a preferred provider of solutions to the electrical industry by providing innovative products and services with exceptional quality and delivering on our promises. They also are proud supporters of all Hancock County athletics. Go Hornets!
Van Atten's award-winning Pitmaster barbecue sauce. From backyard grills to big events, they make it pit perfect every time. Their food truck and catering can bring the flavor straight to you. And here's a thank you to our hometown heroes. With valid ID, veterans, police, firefighters, and EMS get a free drink with a purchase at the food truck. See where they're serving next, shop the sauce, and book your event at VanAttensBarbecue.com. And follow Van Atten's Pitmaster barbecue sauce on Facebook. Van Atten's, where flavor wins.
Safety is key when replacing an outlet, so leave it to the pros at Mr. Sparky. We'll get it done right and get it done safely.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Independently owned and operated, licensed in the respective state or county.
Hey, it's Johnny Calhoun of Calhoun's Barbershop. Come see us at 452 East 18th Street. We're here early, Monday through Friday, 7 to 5:30, Saturday, 7 to noon. And as always, we don't want to be everybody's barber. We just want to be your barber at Calhoun's Barbershop.
Let's get back to Live at 5 with Steve and Coach on 1027 The Game.
Live at 5, brought to you by Foreman Watson Holtry, FWHlegal.com. Stephen A. Turner, Vic Evans here in the Floor Concept Studios, not to be mistaken with the iconic Owensboro Sports Center, where I thought we were earlier. I guess I was having flashbacks. But let's go ahead and talk a little boys basketball, man. About to knock off this first top 10 of the regular season. Before we do that, man, we got to talk about some teams, right?
And before also, outside. Just for people out there, your Player of the Weeks, we wanted to get a couple weeks in. Player of the Weeks will start back up.
Yeah, we need just a break. Just a time. Dime, I want to give Dime a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's a big doing a lot of graphics. So we'll get you caught back up. Player of the Weeks are still out there. They're still all brought to you by the same people.
That's right. I'm a Roads and Roads Red Devil of the Year. Will be Evan Hampton. I mean, right? I mean,
football,
do we even have to announce that?
No, we don't have to.
Evan, you don't even get
the Roads and Roads Mr. Football
after he after he got to like number 22 Power 5 D1 offers. We stopped talking about those too because you just take them for granted. Don't take Evan Hampton for granted. One of the greatest Red Devils of all time, and he'll be the Red Devil of the Year, courtesy of Roads and Roads.
10 years from now, when we revisit the list of best football players, I wonder where he would end up.
You know what I loved is Dan on the broadcast the other night. He was like, your grandkids will be talking about Evan Hampton. And I was like, he's right.
Yeah, he is.
We always do, we do that on this show. Oh, you remember so-and-so?
Yes.
Like, that'll be Evan Hampton 20 years from now.
100%.
Yeah, no doubt, man. When you hoist that state championship, you go to immortality at that point, man. But we'll get to Owensboro here in just a second. We're going to talk with the Trinity Raiders, 3-1, and they finished runner-up on the boys' side in the KCAC tournament. Ian Roby, Harrison Barnett, and Mason Smith all in double figures for the Raiders on a 3-1 start.
Nice start.
For Coach West.
How about 7-2? The Raiders, boys and girls combined.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah, hats off. They're at Apollo tonight, so it'll be a tall test there for the Raiders.
How about Card Lennon hitting's a tall test.
Yeah. literally. It's the only thing you can get right here on Live at 5. How about Hancock County, 3-0 to start their season. Doing a great job. Coach Roberts with that group. Keegan Wilson, 16 points per game. Taylor Payne right at about 14 a game there for the Hornets. And they're looking to get to 4-0 Friday as they go on the road to John Hart in a game that they can go win.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. It's been a great start by Coach Roberts.
And then you got Owensboro. Haven't played any games yet. They're still in football mode. They're transitioning out of that. They'll open their season Friday at Davis County game. You'll hear right here.
It's a tough way to open district game one.
It is, and you don't know much about them, right? I mean, literally a huge question mark really around the roster, but they'll be at Ohio County Saturday, so you go beyond the bench week here for Owensboro. Davis County Friday, Ohio County Saturday.
You're talking about two teams that are going to be well within the Owensboro Health top 10, so it's a tough start for the Red Devils.
Real tough. How about a couple teams that received votes this week? Edmondson County got a couple votes. They're 2-0. Tyler Wilson, 25 points in 19 in both games. You had DeWeese scoring 24 in game number 1. Lots of balance from this group, man.
That's a team that by the end of the year is going to be somewhere in the middle of this Owensboro Health top 10.
Oh, yeah.
I have no doubt.
I think I had them 8 or 9 in the Bluegrass Preps rankings that I did. They're at Davis County tonight. Listen, talk about tall task. Owensboro's got a tall task this week. How about Edmondson? They got at Davis County tonight, and they host Grayson County on Friday in a game where, obviously it is the most heated rivalry.
Yeah, the Tobacco Stick, the 12th District game.
I was going to say Owensboro and Owensboro Catholic's the most heated. It's not. It's Edmondson Grayson. The most heated.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah. I mean, talking about heated.
Maybe Breck Mead. I mean, Breck Mead would probably be number 2.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, probably on the court, on the basketball court.
And also the student sections get going back there.
You have to hire extra security for Edmondson.
No, that's number 1. I will say, I think Muhlenberg, Ohio, gets a little undersold as being heated too. It can get kind of testy.
Oh, a little bit. Yeah.
But no, you're right. I would go with you, Edmondson Grayson.
I mean, just the crazy stuff that I've seen. I mean, Ohio Butler's up there higher than Ohio Muhlenberg.
Edmondson Grayson.
They didn't allow those two teams to play for a decade.
I mean, Edmondson Grayson, you can get like a couple fights in the stands, and who knows?
Just keep it clean. We're not condoning it. I'm just saying it's a talking point. Perry Central's just outside, man. They were the first team out this week. They're 2-0, and they got the guy Whit Craney, talking to Aaron, who, by the way, is the voice of Southern Indiana now, right? For transitioning from Parkus to Aaron. She let me know, hey, Whit Craney's balling to start the season. They're traveling to Cannleton tonight to go to 3-0 on the year to the Commodores, trying to bounce back from a really rough fall in the football team.
No way to do it to have a good basketball season.
No doubt, man. Let's move it now to the Owensboro Health Top 10, the first of the regular season, and kick it off with the McLean County Cougars sitting 2-0, wins over Doss and Dawson Springs to open the season. You have Bozarth with 21 points. They'll look to keep it rolling tonight on the road at Webster County before kicking off 10th District play. And these 10th District basketball games are the biggest regular season games that will be played in the 3rd region all year, because if you can get that number 1 seed, you don't have to worry about being playing an elimination game.
They are. You get to get out of the one and done game, and so it'll be huge.
Yeah, and that'll be Muhlenberg on Friday night. But Coach Lynham, has proven in the past, and this is a roster that's turned over a little bit. There's still some talent here, but Coach Lynham's proven in the past that he can turn it over and just continue to keep winning. And
he spoke highly and telling Jalen he really loves his team. And that doubleheader, the girls and the boys on Friday will be on 97X. They'll be having that game live on 97X. So it's going to be good. I'm interested to see what Coach Lynham does. I mean, this is a year for you go out and you win 18 to 20 games again this year, and you just kind of have to put yourself right in the conversation for Coach of the Year with what they lost.
No doubt. No, he's always in that conversation for sure. Let's move it to the 9 spot, and that's where Muhlenberg County's sitting, 2-0. A nice start for the Mustangs. They got a win over Todd Central and Logan County. Cason Morris, 16 points per game so far, leads the way. Coates and Groves have chipped in. You've had a really kind of a balanced effort across the board. Yeah, I think that's what you're going to get out of Muhlenberg.
Without a doubt. And I think those 3 are so important for them, with that are going to have to lead this team this year.
Oh, no doubt. No, and it's a team that we'll learn a little bit more about them. They got Warren East tonight on the road. They got the McLean game on Friday, and then Owensboro Catholic on Saturday. So it should be an interesting week where we're going to learn a little bit more about this basketball team. We'll move it to the 8th spot. And that's where Henderson County is sitting this week, 1-1 on the year. And you look at it, they defeated Castle, which is an impressive win, and then took a loss against a really tough team in the grind session. So no real,
Well, some of those, I will say, it depends on what you're looking at. Like, because you had them at 1-1. We have them on our graphic at 1-0. Like, if you go on to KHSA for a while there, they took off all the grind session games.
They're back.
Now they're putting them back. So I don't know. So if the graphic and what Steve says the record is in the graphic, because this morning all those were off, so we weren't sure if they were going to be counted or not. So the overall
there's a lot of confusion.
Yeah, the overall records on the graphic and what we're saying may be a little different. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it sounds like there was some confusion across the board with not only just the grind session versus KHSA teams, but just prep schools in general.
Right.
Playing.
Yes.
I don't know why the KHSA, and I'm just speaking freely here, and I'm ignorant. So ignorant to this topic. So if it's one of those things where I don't like speaking on things I'm not really educated on.
Well,
but I don't understand why KHSA doesn't want their schools playing prep schools. Is it eligibility? College?
I don't think it's that thing. I think they're and from the reports that people I've talked to, Steve, it is that maybe some of these weren't pre-approved. So when you're playing outside of that's not a.
What do you have to get every game you play pre-approved?
No, like anytime you play a KHSA school, it doesn't have to be approved. A lot of it has to do with insurance and things of that nature of players getting hurt. You have to get it not pre-approved, get it like where it is sanctioned by the KHSA. I know, but I'm
insured. I would think.
I'm just saying that's part of the package that I dealt with this in baseball.
Do you have to do it when you play an Indiana school or like a Tennessee school?
No, I think there's agreements between certain high school athletic associations,
so it's just prep schools.
But some of them don't belong. But a lot of them don't belong to high school athletic associations, and so
understandable.
I mean, if you were to have a catastrophic injury and it wasn't an approved game by the KHSA, then all of a sudden there could be massive lawsuits.
Interesting. Okay, fair enough.
Now, I'm not saying they weren't.
Yeah.
I've also heard things that like, no, we did, and then there's some there. So that's all I'm saying.
Like, you didn't. No, yes, I did.
Yeah,
no,
so there you go. You know how that works.
Understand. Well. Anyway, Henderson, the game that Henderson had is on KHSA now.
It's back. Yeah, it wasn't earlier when these graphics were made. I will say that.
Yeah, there's still some that aren't. We'll talk about those in a minute. But how about Xavion Johnson, man, the junior for the Colonels? This is a team that's turned over the whole roster.
Yes, from the regional. I really
Cooper
wanted
Davenport and those guys have gone on for graduation.
I really hated the snow because I wanted to get that opening game of Davis County Henderson. That's been a great game the last couple of years.
Oh yeah,
really wanted to get. And I hope they reschedule that later on.
We lost some pretty good games the first week.
We did.
Snow. I think Grayson and Ohio County were scheduled to hook up. I mean, and we'll see if we can get those rescheduled. But yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. How about, I believe, Paducah Tillman tonight for the Colonels on the road. We'll move it now to the 7th spot, and that's where Ohio County is sitting, 1-0 on the season. Coach Briggs' group, 77-52 win over Breck to open the season. And, all the talk behind the scenes between Coach Briggs and Coach Barker were, hey, we like to shoot the three, and when we make them, we're pretty darn good. And they hit 15 of them against Breckenridge County on the road.
Better get used to that because I'm telling you, this team may average between 12 and 16 made three-pointers a game. It would not surprise me. I will say, Steve, on your schedule, I know I sent you the Calicut schedule. I've got one game I've circled for you to help me, and that's when Davis County and Ohio County play. You and I calling the beyond.
Oh, man.
And listen, we've got those we've got those new wireless mics. I really think we ought to put it in there and put like a mic on Bradley Payne and on Briggins during the game where we can reach down to them.
The show's barely on the air as it is for the FCC. And if you're going to do that, they'll not have a show anymore. If you're going to mic them up during the game.
That's what we need right there. Mic them up.
Yeah, I don't know if that's great idea, but man, in all seriousness, how about Quisenberry hit 7 of those, man, and then Durham had 25 in the game. It was a really balanced attack.
Sneaky guy under the radar that will be right there in the hunt for first team ESPN Owensboro area team. Durham.
Oh, for sure. No, he's a scoring machine.
Listen, if you thought football was tough to get everybody in the first, look at this group in the third region now and tell me who's the first teamer and who's the second teamer. I mean, it's going to be loaded.
It's going to be a dogfight. There's no doubt. I mean, just the two teams at the top could probably fill out the entire first team.
Very well could.
And we'll see how that all shakes out. But Ohio County is at Grayson County tonight. So maybe that was a game I was literally just talking about getting rescheduled.
Yes.
It's tonight.
There you go. They're going to find out.
Mashed potatoes coming back.
There may be 43s hitting that game tonight.
Yeah, man, that should be an entertaining one to watch. You can watch it with Sam Gormley on K105.
I may take a look and watch it.
We'll do it tonight. Big thanks to Sam, since it's nice to be able to stream some games every once in a while. How about Heritage Hills, number 6, checking in here in the rankings, 2-1 on the season, coming off a tough loss to Lyndon Stockton, but this is going to be, they got North Posey, and then they play Floyd Central later, which is a team that Meade County beat by 2. So we're going to be able to compare a little bit.
They're also playing Davis County this year at the Sports Center in one of the Christmas Classics.
Okay.
I believe it's going to be the WLME Game of the Week.
Okay, Heritage Hills, welcome to the rankings, and right there at number 6.
While we're at it, talk about Heritage Hills.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Coach Wilkerson, on your retirement.
Yeah, man. We didn't hit that yesterday.
No, we didn't.
We got sidetracked.
Hey, we put it out on social media, too.
Yeah, and send him a big congratulations on his retirement. What a career he had there and a great run for Heritage Hills on the football side. And, man, it's nice to have Heritage Hills on board in the coverage area in football and basketball now. Wetzel, 19 points per game so far through the first 3. Pryor was 16 points per game. And then Peyton Gray coming over and 11 points per game for him on the hardwood through the first 3 games. We'll pause it right there. We'll come back with a little Owensboro Health Top 5. It's live at 5, 102.7 The Game.
Trying to find the perfect gift for the horror fan in your life? Then visit Ghostly Productions. From masks and decorations to collectible figures and movie prop replicas. Visit Ghostly Productions, open all year round.
Protect what matters most with Home Mutual Insurance. Whether it's your home, your car, business, or life insurance, we've got you covered. Stop by 532 Main Street in Tell City or call 812-547-2363 for a free quote. Home Mutual Insurance, your trusted local provider.
Step into the unique world of Don's Consignment. Jewelry, furniture, new mattresses, and so much more. Need quick cash? Buy, sell, or trade here. Find us on Brackenridge Street or call 270-685-5015. At Don's Consignment, every deal is a discovery.
John Moore here with the Moore Automotive Team. The end-of-year deals are happening now, and we're focused on making your car buying experience fast and easy. With our 5-day exchange policy and e-sign delivery, you can truly buy with confidence. We can even deliver the vehicle to you. So if you're ready to take advantage of the year-end savings, start at moredeals.com or visit us at any of our locations. From our family to yours, happy holidays.
Living life at a healthy weight can be challenging, but Owensboro Health's weight management team has the resources to help. Whether you are looking for nutrition counseling and fitness training at the health park, or clinically supervised weight loss medications or weight loss surgery with our bariatric surgeon, you'll find the support you need to maintain a healthy weight and live a healthier, happier life. Learn more at owensborohealth.org/livewell.
So Joseph also went up from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea, to Bethlehem, the town of David, because he belonged to the house and the lineage of David. He went there to register with Mary, who was pledged to be married to him and was expecting a child. While they were there, the time came for the baby to be born, and she gave birth to her firstborn, a son. She wrapped him in clothes, placed him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. Merry Christmas from Foreman Watson Holtry, FWHlegal.com.
Looking for a financial partner you can trust? Look no further than Green River Area Federal Credit Union. Whether you're saving for the future, buying a new home, or need a loan, we've got you covered with competitive rates and personalized service. Join the community that cares about your financial well-being. Visit Green River Area Federal Credit Union at one of our 3 locations in Henderson, Greenville, or Owensboro and experience the difference today. Your money, your future, your credit union. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
At Kubota, we want to help you deliver a job done right. That's why we want you to know that new Kubota inventory is arriving daily. You have work to do. We have the reliable, durable, and versatile lineup to help you do it. Visit Hagen's Outdoor Equipment today for all your equipment needs. Check us out today at Hagen's Outdoor Equipment with 3 locations to serve you. Highway 54 in Philpott, Salem Drive in Owensboro, and Power Machinery on Highway 41 in Hanson. We appreciate your business.
This holiday season, get the joy of organization with cabinet doors and more. Experience unparalleled craftsmanship and custom-built shelves, cabinets, and more. Tailor-made for you or a loved one. Craving a closet makeover? Just submit your measurements and let's bring dream closets to life. Whether it's shoe shelves or accessory cabinets you're envisioning, we ensure the drive is worthwhile. Follow us on Facebook to witness our work wonders. We're conveniently located off Highway 54 in Fordsville. Cabinet doors and more. Crafting happiness this holiday season.
This holiday season, Sparkle Bright Car Wash is making it easy to give a gift everyone loves, a clean, shiny car. Right now, for every $25 gift card you buy, you get a $5 e-gift card back. Buy one for a friend and keep the bonus for yourself, or treat yourself and let the rewards stack up. It's the perfect gift for teachers, coworkers, family, or anyone who deserves a shine. Visit Sparkle Bright at 620 Emory Drive and grab your holiday gifts today. Sparkle Bright, adding sparkle to your holiday season.
And now, more Live at 5 with Stephen A. Turner and Vic Evans on 102.7 The Game.
Live at 5 brought to you by Foreman Watson Holtry, FWHlegal.com. Stephen A. Turner and Vic Evans here in the Floor Concept Studios. Time to jump back into the Owensboro Health Top 5 now. We'll kick things off with the Owensboro Catholic Aces 1-0 to start their year after a big 91-41 win over Butler County last night. And listen, I know Butler County is going to be a rebuilding year, but 91 points on the board for the Aces last night.
Interesting.
If you expect them to take a massive step back without Tim Riley, I think you'd be sadly mistaken. This is going to be a very fun group to watch. Looking forward to getting the column, and I guess the Owensboro Catholic bias is already coming out here.
Yeah, you're already. I mean, listen, the conversion's complete, man. That's all I know.
Yeah, I couldn't ask for a better transition from Coach Riley to Tabor shadowing, man. And you look at congratulations to Tabor on his first
win,
many wins.
He says that he says that Tabor that he can't all this stuff, but if you know this. Every time you do an interview, who fails to show up? That's all I want to know. So, hey, listen, I think he's talking out of both sides of his mouth. He talks about how much he likes you, and then he dishes you when it's interview time.
It's crazy. Like, I missed his intro. Well, I was at his introductory press conference, but I didn't get the interview.
No.
Then you had the show. I missed that when I was out of town. I ran late for the only time I've ever missed Live at 5 for running late. It was the day that they were here after media day.
Yep.
And now the coaches show next Wednesday. We have a Wesleyan game.
You have a Wesleyan game. So Brian's going to do the first. You're doing the boys coaches shows normally. Brian's doing the girls coaches shows on basketball side. But the first Tabor shadowing coaches show, you dissed him on that too.
Yeah. Yep. So
with friends like you, who needs enemies, Steve? That's all I know.
The good news is I'm the hype man, so I'll bring the hype because I know last night, talking to Tabor a little bit today about the effort, really excited about, and being around Coach Cooper. We know this stat, right? How about 29 assists to 5 turnovers?
Whoa. I mean, you think
that's how you score 91.
You think 2-1, 3-1 really good? When you get like 6-1, you're in like,
That's how you score 91 points.
You are, yeah.
How about Murphy with 25, Solly Smith with 18, and then Riley was watching the game. He said, this Gavin Brasher kid is the real deal. He scored 17 in the game. Coots and Reese also with 10. So he had 5 in double figures in the game last night. And
I think Murphy's going to have a monster year.
You haven't got the football dudes yet. I mean, now, these guys have been playing together, practicing together. The football guys haven't necessarily been there. So I think there may be a little bit of a transition, but you can't fault adding a ton of talent, right?
No.
I mean, you had Jamel Carruthers.
Carruthers is, going to be right there. I'm assuming Ebel Hare, too. Hudson Ebel Hare plays.
Coots, I've heard a lot of good things about.
You lose. The one thing, can you get, does he decide to play coming back in the middle of the season, Carrico? Because, when you add 6'10", 300 pounds, or 6'9", 300 pounds, even if all you can do is stand there and rebound, that's a big rebounder.
No doubt. No, that will be a lift. There's no doubt. And I think we'll see JP. I don't have any official word on this.
Yeah, I don't know.
But an MCL tear is about 6 to 8 weeks.
I could also see, though, when you're going into your junior year of football, like that's when the even more offers come. Like there's been a lot of offers.
Yeah.
But I know there's schools out there that talk to me and say, hey, we offer the start of your junior year. Teams like, the Fighting Irish on, they have on St. Patrick's Day, they send out the golden, all their first ones that go out are these big packages. if you were to go out and get re-injured again, I mean, I could see it, but we'll see. I don't know.
Once he's cleared, he's cleared. And, don't talk him out of it.
I'm not. I'm not.
Basketball floor. But, no, I think it's going to be a fun season to cover the Aces. How about the number 4 team, the Apollo Eagles, off to a 2-0 start. Got wins over Christian County and Ballard Memorial, handled both as they should, right? I mean, talent-wise, where they're at now, I think these are games they should win, just like tonight. They're playing Trinity, and it's another game I think they should go handle. But you look at it, man, against Christian County, Landon Henning 17 and 14. And then Tate Powers is off to a great start. He's leading the team in scoring through 2. And Caden Green picking up right where he left off.
He really came on at the end of last year and played tremendous basketball. And, I mean, once again, this team's going to be right there in the hunt. Here's what we know. Think about this, okay? You got Apollo sitting here at 4 right now. You have Catholic sitting there at 5. There's one other school we're going to get to.
Yeah, of course.
And one of those teams isn't going to the regional tournament.
2 words. Super.
Maybe.
Regional.
Maybe 2 of them. Because, I mean, we don't know what Owensboro's. I mean, Owensboro could be really good.
Super. Regionals.
Oh, I know.
Unless you want to be like the college football playoff and not take the actual best teams. I mean, that's just where
There
I'm
you
at
go.
with it. How
There you
about-
go.
Let's go to number 3, and that's where Meade County is sitting 1-0 on the season. And there's been some debate, right? I mean, we had Meade at 3. I think it was universal across the board for the most part. Meade at 3, then you lose a house, and they bump down. But they opened the year with a 62-60 win over Floyd Central. So
really good team.
And you got Hayden Schaus. I mean,
Yes.
he's a dominator. He had 25 points to open the season against Floyd. Medley had 16. So the usual suspects are those 2, right? It was the big 3. Now it's the big 2. But how about the junior Carter Pike pitched in with 12?
That's going to be the key. Who
else?
Who else? Like last year, you had Scott. You had House, you had Medley, and you had Schaus. But you also had Kate Scott, who could go out and give you a bunch of rebounds. You had there was a couple other ones right off the top of my head I can't think of. The one that played catcher for him and also played on a football team, the tight end that caught all the balls. Also go out there. Bratcher.
I was going to say Bratcher.
Yeah, Bratcher, who went out and could give you points and rebounds and do some things in the paint. Now, those are graduated. You bring back, your superstar. You bring back his, the Batman and Robin, who's going to step up and be like Aquaman. That's what you need.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, man, I don't want to put that on anybody. Like Carter Pike, junior. How about sophomore Jensen Hayes had 9, but then nobody else scores, right? So that's going to be the question. And for me, I don't necessarily need you to go out and score double digits or anything, but it's got to be a guy that can score it a little bit, that can play some defense, do the role things. I mean, at the end of the day, Coach Hacker's got this.
Yeah, congrats to Coach Hacker. First win. All I can tell you is you're like 159 away from your mom. Good luck trying to catch up.
That's right. Be a good Christmas conversation there. But they host Breck on Friday, man.
Breck Mead party.
Yeah, little Breck Mead party over there. Should be good on Friday night on the boys and the girls. It always is, boys and the girls side. At the 2 spot, the Grayson County Cougars, who are, I don't know.
Well,
0-0.
0-0, 1-1, 0-1. Who knows?
How do you play a game in the Marshall County Hoop Fest that don't count?
I don't know.
Weird.
I don't get it.
They fell in the game to Woodward Prep. No shame in that. I'm not trying to throw shade at Grayson. There's no shame in losing that game. They were very competitive. They led parts of the game.
Oh, it went all the way to the 4th quarter. Had like a bad 3-minute stretch, kind of like what the number 1 team did against Albuquerque Prep.
Yeah. I mean, 77-72 was the final. I think
that Woodford, that prep school, and I think in USA Today right now, with what receiving votes on it, they're like 35th in the country. Right. Not in the KHSA, in the country.
So that's what I'm saying. Like the fact that you were leading this game in the 4th quarter, I mean, says how good you are.
Yes.
I mean, whether it counts or it don't count, who cares? I really don't care. Everybody could be 0-0 all season.
It doesn't matter.
It literally doesn't matter unless you're in the 10th district. So we just do it to have something to talk about. But Langdon 23. That jumps off the page to me because this young man's taking a step forward. He takes a step forward from where he already was to go along with Logston with 21. Armstrong is a stud, 16. And then Martis comes in with a meager 10, which there's going to have nights where he's 30. Yeah. It's a group, man. This is a group of dudes. Coach John, I can't wait for the 3rd region this year.
Well, there's a reason they're ranked 16th in the KSR poll. And I know a lot of people don't like them, but the one thing I do like about KSR, they do get across the state different voters.
Did they rank Ryle ahead of Owensboro in the final football poll?
Yes.
It's invalid. That's it. That's all I got for KSR poll. That's terrible. That is terrible. Like that can't happen.
I agree.
I mean, it is what it is.
I didn't have Rolla ahead of them.
It's all like, water cooler conversation
Right.
doesn't mean
And there's
one
some
thing or the other.
biases
One
in there,
school's got a
too.
state title and one don't. And so at the end of the day, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Let's just be clear. They're running clock almost everybody on their path, and they're going to rank Rio ahead of them. That is why I can't take it seriously.
Well,
that's why I abstain from voting, and it takes too much time to vote in a poll where people are going to mock me for what comes out. I mean,
Yeah, you're just one voter.
I guess if I wasn't there, if I was in there, maybe I could have made a difference.
Yeah, maybe Owensboro would be ahead. I had Owensboro above Rolla.
But
Honestly, I had Owensboro. The only teams I had ahead of Owensboro in that poll were Cal, Trinity, Boyle, and South Warren.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I think in basketball season, if you have Grayson and Davis County in there all season, I'll be back on board.
Yeah, well, right now one of them's at 17 and one of them's at 5.
And they should be. They absolutely should be. They host Ohio County tonight, and they're at Edmonson County on Friday. Let's move it to the number one team. It's the Davis County Panthers, 1-1 or 1-0
or who knows.
They lost to Albuquerque Prep 75-69.
And hey, listen, if not for like a bad 3-minute stretch, they were right there in that game, had led it to. I mean, to me, that's what they've done this first week with not only Albuquerque Prep and then GRC. That's a tough of a 2-game Friday, Saturday that you're going to see until you get to state semifinal, state championship game.
Yeah, no, I mean, this team's really good. I mean, Albuquerque Prep, you go into the grind session, you watch some of these teams for Davis County. I saw the highlights of it on 14 News, who covered nothing but Owensboro on Friday night, which was incredible. But why wouldn't you when you have state championships and you have this team playing Albuquerque
And what's the
Prep?
great thing is the grind session is now signed a 5-year deal with Owensboro to have it here.
Check that out.
Now, the one thing they're going to do.
Best basketball that's taken place in the Sports Center since the 90s.
Yeah, and I would say the one remark I made is, listen, don't have it on the first weekend of December.
Yeah, no, push it back a week.
If you push it back a week, that place will be sold out.
Agreed. But one thing I saw on those highlights, we already know Jonathan Moss, absolute stud. I'm on the freight train. We're going to have Mr. Football and Mr.
He
Basketball.
is Mr. Basketball. He's the best player in the state.
He to put 30 on the board. But the kid that jumped off the screen to me, De'Aaron Watkins.
What about what he did against GRC?
His body work, man. Hold on. He had 22 and 12 against Albuquerque Prep. It's not just any dudes. Albuquerque Prep, 22 and 12, and Acton put in 14. Then you go on the road to top 25 GRC.
Well, they were top 5 GRC.
Okay. I didn't know idea where they were ranked.
Yeah.
So, and Davis County just dominates the game.
Yes.
64-52. Moss had 19. Acton has 19. Watkins puts up a stat line of 18 points, 23 rebounds.
I thought it
That's
was
absurd.
20. Did he not have 20 points? Bradley told me he had 20.
I don't know. That's what I got off KHSA.
Okay, well, we'll go by the KHSA.
That's straight off the KHSA.
Well, I'm going by Brad texting me after the game.
I mean, that's 18, 20. He had 23 rebounds.
That's like Bill Russell numbers.
Whew. Against a team like that, though. This kid, if he's taking a step, it's bad. It's bad news for everybody else.
You're right about that.
And you add and Acton in, man, just buckle your seatbelt. It's going to be a really fun season this year. They host Edmonson County tonight. You'll hear Owensboro and Davis County right here on the game on Friday. And then Spire Academy, which we don't have any idea if that's going to count.
No, we don't know.
but we hope it does. It's taking place at St. X. I hope they got insurance.
Who knows? We'll see what happens.
I don't know what the records are. I just know Davis County, really good.
Really good.
Really good.
And listen, it's regional tournament.
I don't think the Panthers relinquish the one spot. I think they go wire to wire.
Well, they got that game with Grace at the end of the year in the regular season.
I wish that was a little sooner.
I know. I don't need like
a
2
regional
weeks before the regional
preview.
tournament.
Yeah.
But I will say
bench the
this.
starters or something.
I will say this. Here's what I can advise the people to do out there. If you're a basketball fan, go ahead and buy your regional tickets now, because that regional tournament with the star power that's going to be in that building, if you thought the last 2 years were unreal, I think this year is going to even be even
And if you can't
bigger.
be there, get the live stream. How
There
about
you go.
that?
There you go.
Because we'll have you covered on the live stream, and should be some great games across the board. This is an incredible third region this year. It's been a long time coming, man. And we got guys that can do it all across the state.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're going to see it.
Multiple guys.
Yeah, they're going to play all across the state. Hey, don't forget, UK coming up next following us.
Yeah, hope it's better than it has been.
If they lose this one, then they may run him out of town. I mean, you're 44.5-point favorites.
Yeah, I think we'll bounce back tonight.
Now we're going to bounce back.
You don't want to listen to me. I've been wrong in literally every game. But, hey, we'll have you tomorrow. DeMarcus Ganaway and the Red Devils will be here. A little state championship celebration live at 5. We'll see you then.
You've been listening to Live at 5 on 102.7 The Game. Special thanks to Foreman Watson Hultree for sponsoring the preceding broadcast. FWHlegal.com. Tune in next time for Live at 5 on 102.7 The Game.
From the Floor Concept Studios, legally we're WLME 102.7 FM, Lewisport.